老师，弟子走了。
没被人挑战过了，已经100万几人。
不说，有胆色。
宇宙公司放在眼里，
这罗峰嗜血又极度自私，依我看，这显然没将虚拟语给压制他的发展，就完了。糟糕，要是被打上一组标签，就你不会以为能瞒过我吧？
Hello everyone, welcome to the Alrazda channel. Here I will share spoilers for SwallowedStar episode 177. Remember, this is based on the novel, so it won't be 100% similar to the Donghua version. Okay, without further ado, let's dive right into the story. After Luofeng demonstrated the Beast God's 7-kill technique, the Chaos City Lord was impressed, praising Luofeng's mastery of the technique, though he emphasized that his understanding and application of it still needed further refinement. He then officially accepted Luofeng as his 32nd disciple. Luofeng, who had trained in the city for over 900 years, still felt like an ant in the presence of his great master. He realized that despite years of training, he was still weak compared to the other disciples of the Chaos City Lord. Chaos City Lord explains that of his 32 disciples, only a few remain alive. He expresses his sadness over the sudden attack that killed his disciple Kedi. He can reverse time and bring his deceased disciples back to life, but doing so is extremely difficult and risky. Kedi's death is the only one he cannot change. Chaos City Lord granted Luofeng direct access to his palace and the opportunity to learn through the virtual universe network. He instructed Luofeng to return only when he reached the 9th level of World Master, or when he decided to leave Primal Chaos City. Luofeng was thrilled by the new opportunity and authority he had gained. He immediately accessed the virtual universe network to search for information about Sky Mountain, a place so difficult to traverse that even geniuses found it challenging. He realized how long and arduous the path ahead would be to reach the pinnacle of power. However, with the guidance of his great mentor, he was full of determination to face the challenges that lay before him. Luofeng, now an official disciple of the Chaos City Lord, contemplated the long journey ahead of him. He realized that despite his extraordinary achievements, he was still in the early stages of his long journey to the pinnacle of power. The Chaos City Lord had given him access to vast amounts of information through the virtual universe network, an opportunity that was invaluable to his development. Luofeng was stunned by the information he found about Sky Mountain, a place filled with extremely difficult trials and challenges. He read about the strict requirements for passing the various levels of Sky Mountain, which required extraordinary abilities and perfect mastery of techniques. Only a few geniuses managed to pass all the levels. He compared the requirements for passing Sky Mountain with his current level of strength. He realized how far he still had to go to achieve his goal. However, his confidence and determination remained strong. He had a great master, access to unlimited resources, and extraordinary natural talent. Next, Luofeng decided to focus on his training. He would master sky-splitting claws and other techniques to perfection. He would study the laws of the universe and improve his understanding of power. He would utilize his access to the virtual universe network to study battle strategies and tactics. He knew that the road to becoming a level 9 World Master would be long and full of obstacles. However, he was ready to face those challenges. He had unwavering determination and the support of his great master. Luofeng was confident that one day he would reach the pinnacle of power and prove himself a worthy disciple of the Chaos City Lord. He would honor his master and continue to train until he reached the peak of his glory. His long journey has only just begun. Luofeng sat in the training room, staring at the panel screen displaying detailed information about Sky Mountain. He muttered about how difficult the challenge ahead would be. The area was divided into 3 parts: the foot of the mountain, the middle of the mountain, and the summit. Each part was guarded by formidable guardians: the Bullman Warrior, the Ape-Man Controller, and the Snake Woman Illusionist. The 3 worked together, making the journey to the summit extremely dangerous and nearly impossible. Sky Mountain was designed so that no one could pass through it, with standards so high they were almost unattainable. Only a few geniuses, 1 in 10 million eras, had ever managed to conquer it. Luofeng pondered his own abilities. According to his training manual, after completing the first stage, he should have an understanding of the laws equivalent to the 15th level of the Heavenly Bridge. He estimated that he could reach the 16th level, and with the power of the beast-god transformation, his abilities would increase even further. However, he realized that theory was different from practice. Actual combat involved other factors, such as mental conditions, self-control, and the ability to withstand combined attacks from the guards. A single mistake, such as being affected by the Snake Woman illusionist, could prove fatal. After studying and observing information about Sky Mountain, Luofeng turned his attention to information about rewards for World Masters. He had heard that the rewards for warriors at the World Master level in the Primal Secret Realm were very tempting, attracting many geniuses. He opened a file displaying the details of these rewards. In addition, the reward system is designed to encourage World Master warriors to participate in qualifying battles. Rank 1 will receive 1 billion points, ranks 2 to 10 will receive 300 million points, and ranks 11, 100 will receive 100 million points. Rewards are only given to the top 100 rankings, and the number of points earned depends on the ranking. These points can be exchanged for various items and resources needed by World Master warriors. This system is considered fair because each warrior level has different needs. Luofeng realized how competitive the World Master qualification battle was. The participants had just broken through to the World Master level, so they were still considered beginners. Getting ranked first and earning 1 billion points would be extremely difficult. He estimated that only a few would earn 300 million points, while most would earn 100 million points. These points are extremely valuable. Virtual Universe Company offers a variety of treasures that can be exchanged for points, including rare items that cannot be purchased with money. The value of points increases as the items they can be exchanged for become more expensive. The more expensive the item, the higher the purchasing power of the points. For example, Flame Void Gold, which costs 1.52 million Hun Yuan, can be exchanged for 500,000 points, meaning that the purchasing power of 1 point is higher than that of 1 Hun Yuan. Luofeng realized that 100 million points had much higher purchasing power than 100 million Hun Yuan, which was the wealth of an immortal warrior. In the Primal Secret Realm, every World Master warrior, including the weakest ones, typically possessed wealth comparable to that of immortal warriors and was richer than most others. These points were given out for free by the Virtual Universe Company to help the growth of the World Masters. Luofeng then discovered information about additional incentives from Virtual Universe Company. They awarded extra points to those who successfully passed various levels of Sky Mountain, 100 million points for passing the basic level, 3 billion points for passing the Domain Master level, and 100 billion points for passing the World Master level. Luofeng was stunned by the enormous number of points. He realized that this was an incentive designed to motivate geniuses capable of overcoming the extremely challenging trials of Sky Mountain. Then Luofeng decided to try to conquer Mount Sky once again. He needed points to enhance his strength, especially to learn the Deity of the World Level 2 technique, which required a large number of points for its materials. He immediately headed toward the location of Mount Sky. Upon arriving at the foot of the mountain, he saw a large sleeping bull statue on the ground, with a large, dark purple axe lying beside it. He summoned the bull to awaken the guardians of Sky Mountain so he could begin his trial. Long story short, Luofeng successfully conquered the first 2 levels of Sky Mountain, the foot of the mountain and the middle of the mountain, before reaching the cloud-covered summit. At the summit, he reunited with the 3 guardians, the Bullman Warrior, the Ape Man, and the Snake Woman. They revealed that they were AIs created by the Virtual Universe system and had been serving for millions of years. The battle at the mountain peak began. Luofeng used his Yanshen weapon, which had reached its 9th form, and Beast God transformation, significantly increasing his strength. The Snake Woman launched an illusionary attack, but Luofeng, with his mental strength trained over many years in Primal Chaos City, managed to break through the illusion. A fierce battle erupted between Luofeng and Bullman. Luofeng employed the Sky-Splitting Claws, a highly powerful technique, to defeat Bullman. After defeating Bullman, Luofeng easily overpowered the ape-man. With the defeat of the third guardian, Luofeng successfully conquered Sky Mountain. The three guards then regenerated and congratulated Luofeng on his success. The snake woman expressed her astonishment that the illusions she had launched had no effect on Luofeng, and Luofeng explained that his mental strength had been trained to a very high level. Returning to his training room, Luofeng felt extremely happy. He had successfully overcome a very difficult challenge, and he would receive a huge reward in return. He knew that this reward would be very helpful in increasing his strength and preparing himself for the challenges ahead. He also remembered the message from his master, the city leader, who had asked him to meet him after he reached the World Master level. In the end, Luofeng decided to push forward and break through to the World Master level immediately. Meanwhile, on Thunder Island, the executives of Virtual Universe Corporation celebrated Luofeng's success. They praised his extraordinary abilities, but there was also debate about his personality, which was considered selfish and bloodthirsty. There were concerns that his nature could pose a threat in the future. However, they also acknowledged that Luofeng is a disciple of the Chaos City Lord, and they dare not act recklessly. They predict that with the 3 billion points he will receive upon reaching the World Master level, Luofeng will grow even stronger and become a serious threat. News of Luofeng's ascension to World Master in the Primal Secret Realm also arrives, confirming their predictions. Luofeng is now a World Master warrior, an extraordinary achievement that has made him famous throughout Primal Chaos City. His rise has not gone unnoticed by many immortal warriors in the city. They whisper and gossip about his achievements, admiring his extraordinary abilities. News of his success in conquering the dangerous Sky Mountain region has spread, adding to his illustrious reputation. Luofeng's journey to success has not been easy. He has trained hard for years, honing his skills until he reached the pinnacle. However, this journey also holds a secret that he keeps closely guarded. He possesses the golden-horned behemoth, a powerful entity that grants him extraordinary strength. This secret, however, is not hidden from the leader of Primal Chaos City, his own master. The Chaos City Lord had been observing Luofeng for a long time. He knew about the golden-horned behemoth, but he chose not to reveal it. He explained that possessing another creature or having a vessel inside a monster's body was not something to be ashamed of, as long as Luofeng's soul remained human. The meeting between Luofeng and his master was filled with tension and revelations. Luofeng was worried that the secret of his origins would endanger his position, even threatening his life. However, his master reassured him, explaining that even though Luofeng's true body was that of a golden-horned behemoth monster, it was not a big deal. The most important thing was that he remained human, not a spy from another race. Chaos City Lord revealed that he has the ability to examine the soul of every individual who comes to Primal Chaos City. He is able to see the soul core of a person's existence, confirming their loyalty and origins. He also explained that the reason Luofeng remained at the Domain Master level, despite having the body of a golden-horned behemoth monster, was because he did not want to stand out too much and attract unnecessary attention. Furthermore, the Chaos City Lord explained the strict security mechanisms in Primal Chaos City. Every newcomer, especially those at the immortal level, would be thoroughly inspected. This was because when a warrior reached the immortal level, their soul would essentially merge with their body, making it more difficult to identify their origins. Only the Chaos City Lord, with his control over time and space, was able to see through this disguise. Their conversation continued, discussing the unique abilities of Luofeng's golden-horned behemoth. The Chaos City Lord explained that this creature possesses the natural ability to clone its lineage, allowing Luofeng to create powerful clones. However, he also warned that there are limitations. Clones that become too powerful can hinder Luofeng's own growth, a balance that must be maintained. According to the Chaos City Lord, in this universe, extraordinary power always comes with extraordinary challenges. Luofeng listened intently, realizing how complex and intricate the universe truly was. He learned about the balance of power, hidden secrets, and dangers lurking behind every achievement. He also realized that his master, the leader of Primal Chaos City, was a figure far stronger and more influential than he had ever imagined. This encounter not only revealed Luofeng's secrets, but also opened his eyes to a wider and more dangerous world. After listening to his master's advice, Luofeng reflected on everything he had learned. He realized that his seemingly secure position was actually the result of careful calculations and strategies by the Chaos City Lord. The ability to hide one's true strength while maintaining an advantageous position was the key to success in a world full of threats and dangers. Luofeng began to think about his future. He possessed the golden-horned behemoth, an extraordinary power, but also a burden. He had to use this power wisely, avoid unnecessary attention, and remain vigilant against threats that might come from various quarters. He had to continue honing his abilities and prepare himself for the challenges ahead. He also began to think about the bodies of his golden-horned behemoths. He only had 2 clones, and the Chaos City Lord had advised him to focus on quality over quantity. He had to carefully select which clones to develop, ensuring that they would become valuable assets rather than liabilities. Too rapid growth could create obstacles, so he needed to maintain a balance. After hearing the advice of the leader of Primal Chaos City, Luofeng began to ponder his choices. He had made the bold decision to upgrade his golden-horned behemoth to World Master 9 by consuming high-grade metal. This increased the size of the beast's inner world to a diameter of 90 million kilometers, making it extremely powerful. However, the consequence was that it would be much more difficult to reach the immortal stage, a very important evolutionary process. He compared this difficulty to other powerful beings like the Cloud Contact Vine and the Insect Clan Queen, all of whom had faced extreme challenges in reaching the immortal stage. He analyzed 2 previous clones, Earth Humans and the Mosha Clan, which were much weaker than his golden-horned behemoth. Due to their weakness, no particular obstacles arose during their growth process. He concluded that the obstacles faced in creating powerful clones would be proportional to the additional strength they would gain. Chaos City Lord observed Luofeng closely, noticing the strong determination and confidence within him. He saw similarities between Luofeng and Kedi, his first disciple, who also displayed extraordinary courage and determination. Chaos City Lord then advised Luofeng on his training in the form of Beast God 7 Kill, a powerful combat technique. Although Luofeng had understood the underlying principles, he had yet to master the specific techniques within it. Chaos City Lord emphasized the importance of mastering all combat techniques before creating one's own. He explained that creating a personal technique is only relevant after one has fully mastered and surpassed existing techniques. Chaos City Lord gave Luofeng 2 valuable gifts: the Beast God Armament, a powerful shield suitable for the Beast God 7 Kill form, and the Shiwu Wings, a pair of wings that could change size from smaller than a cell to larger than a galaxy. He warned Luofeng not to reveal any information about these 2 artifacts, as their power could attract the attention of the power-hungry universe venerables. Luofeng accepted these gifts with deep gratitude, realizing how valuable and powerful the 2 artifacts were. He understood that the Chaos City Lord had not only given him weapons and wings, but also valuable guidance and support for the future. The Chaos City Lord also reminded Luofeng to meet him again before he embarked on the life and death trials that lay ahead. Luofeng left his master's residence, carrying the gifts and valuable advice from his master, preparing for the challenges that lay ahead. His journey to become stronger had only just begun. After receiving the Beast God weapon and Shiwu's wings, Luofeng returned to his training ground and immediately connected to the virtual universe network to order a nutrition cabin to be delivered to his training ground in Primal Chaos City. His new status as a world master in the Primal Secret Realm gave him access to services that were far superior to those he had previously enjoyed. He then began studying a thick manual on the Beast God 7 Kill form, a combat technique created by Shiluo Duo. The manual contained information on the laws, scale formation training, and 4 special techniques: Beast God Transformation, Beast God Soldier, Beast God Roar, and Beast God Escape. Luofeng learned about Beast God Transformation, which allows for a 36-fold increase in strength, but emphasized that the limit of the universe for strength increase is 100-fold. He realized that reaching this limit is extremely difficult, even for the strongest beings in the universe. Although Beast God Transformation only has 6 levels, reaching the highest level alone is already an extraordinary achievement. Luofeng realized the importance of genetics and good bloodlines in increasing strength. he remembered the nameless black metal manual that had increased his genetics threefold, emphasizing the importance of a strong foundation in achieving peak strength. The 4 techniques in the Beast God 7 kill form, body enhancement, spirit weapon attack, soul defense, and escape, were designed to transform a person into a perfect beast god. Luofeng understood that he still needed to focus on learning these techniques before creating his own. A call from Aytuo, the manager of the primal secret realm, informed Luofeng that the manual for the Shiwu wings had been sent. Luofeng rushed to the entrance of the primal secret realm to receive it, realizing that the Shiwu wings were a treasure far more valuable than the beast god weapon. Aytuo congratulated him on his status as a disciple of the leader of Primal Chaos City, indicating that news of Luofeng's rise had spread widely. So what happens next? Alright, thank you for watching until the end, and don't forget to support this channel with likes, subscribe, and comments. That's all from me. Bye.
宇宙公司放在眼里，这罗峰嗜血又极度自私，依我看，就显然没将虚拟语给压制他的发展。完了，糟糕！要是被打伤一组标签，你不会以为能瞒过我吧？